guys, how's everyone doing? Today we're going to be talking about skin detoxification and sharing some easy little tips for you that you can do to start boosting your detoxification process through your skin. I've done 2 videos already on liver support and also gut health support, both of which are also detoxification, like organs, pathways. So if you want all of those tips, I'll leave those videos linked down in the description box. If you're new to my channel, my name is Ebony, lovely to meet you. I'm a registered naturopathic nutritionist, and yeah, if you enjoy health content, then definitely think about clicking that subscribe button. So the first thing I want to kick off with is saunas. So I love a sauna. I love a sauna and I love a steam room. Firstly, you've got that red light inside. Well, depending on your sauna, but I know the one that I use has a lot of red light inside, which is also really good for the skin. Red light therapy is fantastic, actually. So you can get those red light therapy masks, which do different colours. I'm actually going to do a video on those coming up soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But they're really effective, really good for stimulating collagen, helping with pigmentation of the skin, but also certain lights, like I believe orange light, which is similar to the red, actually helps with lymphatic drainage of the skin as well. So really big fan of light therapy. But in a sauna, the other reason they're fantastic, and one of the main reasons, is because they trigger sweating. Some would even say that the sweating helps to release toxins from the skin. But the reason I really like the sweating practices is the fact that you are exercising that function of the skin, and that is very key when we're looking at our skin's detoxification. The second thing, moving on from that, is just generally sweating. So you don't just have to sweat in a sauna, because you know not everyone has a sauna available. You can also get sweating in through your exercise. That's an obvious one. But something else I want to tie in with this now is a type of yoga. So I really love yoga practices. Yeah, lots to talk about on this topic, but the particular style of yoga I really personally like is ASHTANGA yoga. Now, I never used to be a yoga person. Honestly, I used to find it dead boring. But then I discovered ASHTANGA yoga and I absolutely fell in love with it. And I actually do ASHTANGA yoga. I try to do it 4 times out of the week, so 4 weekdays a week. Now, ASHTANGA yoga has so many detoxification benefits, so I don't even know where to start. Number 1, let's carry on with the sweating side. So ASHTANGA yoga is a little bit more challenging, and that's why I like it. Like, you know, you have the modification, so you can always, you know, you start from the beginning as a beginner, but what's so great about it is that every single class, you just see yourself improve that little bit more, and it's just so rewarding, and it gives you so much energy afterwards. It makes you feel amazing. And the other thing about ASHTANGA is it's also very linked with the organs. So it's all about, and this ties in with the detoxification, like when you do bind. So when I say a bind, you might wrap your arm around your leg or something and hold your arms, and doing that contraction stimulates those organs, and it promotes the flow, I guess, around the body, and that's going to help with your detoxification, your lymphatic drainage, and expelling toxins as well. Like they even say after 3 days of doing ASHTANGA, you start to release toxins out of the joints. So your joint and your mobility actually should improve after 3 days of doing ASHTANGA. And I really did see that. I remember just thinking back years ago to when I first started ASHTANGA yoga. My first couple of days, or even my first week, oh my god, I sweated so much. But this is the thing, you start to sweat less and less and less as you go on, as your body, I guess in a way, is a little bit more purified, I guess you could say. But yeah, the beginning stages, there's just so much for your body to rid, so you do sweat a lot at the beginning, but it is absolutely fantastic. It feels amazing. The other thing about ASHTANGA is the type of breathing that you do. So it's a breathing called Ujjayi breathing, and this is through the nose, but you kind of make this sound towards the back of the throat. It's a little bit like this, But anyway, this type of breathing creates heat inside the body, and this is actually contributing to the sweat as well that you produce throughout the practice. But this breathing actually helps to release toxins and especially get them up through the respiratory tract. So yeah, in all, with ASHTANGA, you've got the sweating, you've got the Ujjayi breathing, you've got the lymphatic drainage, and just all together it's very supportive just for health though in general. Like even my mum was actually telling me, my mum's an ASHTANGA yoga teacher, and she was actually telling me recently about how when you do inversion, so when you are on your head, it actually stimulates certain ducts in the body, which actually help with your endocrine system. So there's also things that it goes so much further out than what I'm just talking about right now. So yeah, really recommend trying out some Ashtanga yoga as well if you really want to help with your detoxification of your body. In fact, actually, if you are interested, my mum, as I said, is a Ashtanga yoga teacher, and she does do morning classes on Zoom. So she does every weekday except from Wednesday, and it starts at 7:50 a.m. UK time. And a class is £5 if you just want to join for like the one-off. Or if you do really get into it, like I do this class literally, as I said, 4 days a week. So if you join it, you're going to be on Zoom with me as well. But yeah, if you do want to do the whole week, then I just pay £15, which is the standard price for the week. So essentially you get a class free as well. But yeah, it's really good. It's a nice little community of people who are really passionate about it. So if you're interested and you do want to try out a bit of Ashtanga, then I'll leave her booking link down below, like more information about Ashtanga. She's very, very passionate about Ashtanga. I guess you could say she's like as passionate about Ashtanga yoga than I am about health. Like, yeah, it's really, really great to see, and I think it's so fantastic having classes with people who are really passionate about their craft. But anyway, let's move on to the next thing. So I've mentioned lymphatic drainage a couple of times, and lymphatic drainage is incredibly important because we want to make sure our lymphatic system is flowing really well and we haven't got blockages in the body, because actually lymphatic, like stagnation, like if you have got blockages there in that lymphatic drainage and it's quite poor, it can really affect our circulation. Also, you can find it can affect like puffiness in the skin and skin concerns as well. So we want to just make sure from head to toe our lymphatic system is flowing. And a really effective way to do this is through dry brushing, which I'm sure some of you have heard about, but this is a really easy practice. You can do it before you jump in the shower. I'll pop on the screen right now like how to do it, but basically you just need to buy yourself a dry brush, and then you go in upward motions kind of towards the heart, all around the body, dry, and it just stimulates that lymphatic system and yeah, and your flow basically. And then when you do get in the shower, the next thing that you can do is try hydrotherapy. So that sounds a bit like advanced. It's really something quite simple. It basically means it's where you have a hot shower, and then what you do is you then switch on the really cold shower for like a good like 20 to 30 seconds. And basically when you keep going between the hot and the cold, it really stimulates your circulation. And this is another thing we've got to make sure that we are looking after. Same with the lymphatic drainage. We want to make sure our blood circulation is all flowing properly, and yeah, we've got no blockages there. So doing hydrotherapy can really stimulate this, and overall that's going to help with your skin's function and detoxification. Okay, and then the last section, I guess, of this video is all about diet, because obviously what we put in our body is also going to affect what we excrete through our skin. In general, we want to be reducing those inflammatory foods like sugar, processed foods, things that can really increase like sebum production of the skin and cause like clogged pores and blockages on the skin because of that. So yeah, vegetable oils as well. So all of that kind of processed fried stuff, ditch that if you want to, you know, help your skin. Also want to be careful of things like I already said sugar, but also like too many refined carbohydrates and, you know, too many like gluten and wheat products. Gluten and wheat's fine, or in a little bit of moderation, but you know, don't go overboard with them because they can actually also be a little bit inflammatory as well on the body. And then also the other thing is just make sure you are well hydrated, because you really need that for your skin as well. And actually another thing I would also say is make sure you're getting your fatty acids. So your omega-3 fatty acids, make sure you're getting enough of those, because your skin cells need that. Every cell in our body needs that, because every cell in our body is actually surrounded by a layer of fat. So your fatty acids really influence that layer. And if you have a good omega-3s, and you've got nice fluidity in your cells, whereas if you don't have enough omega-3s and you are richer in the saturated fats and omega-6, etc., you're going to have very stiff fatty acids around your cells, which is also going to affect how your cells absorb things and just your cellular function. So yeah, also get those omega-3s in. That's going to really help the skin. But today's video is really looking at detoxification. So yeah, I would just say keep the diet whole foods, closer to source, nutrient rich, sorry. But of course, the skin is so clearly connected with our gut and our liver. So if you haven't watched the other videos that I posted on those detoxification pathways, definitely check out that. When we're looking at detoxification for the body, you can't just focus on one. You can't just go, oh, I'm just going to focus on the skin. Like these things that I mentioned in today's video, they work best when in conjunction with all of the other tips I mentioned in the other videos. So these 3 videos are like the little trio that like click together basically for you. So anyway guys, I really hope this video was helpful and you enjoyed it. Please do give it a thumbs up if you did, and yeah, please do check out the yoga class. I'd love to see you on the mat if you're interested. All the details will be down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and sending you all my positivity and big hugs as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.